Hello sweeties! It's December 6, 2020 and we're nearly at the end of a truly revolting year. Is the next one going to be any better, we're asking ourselves? Well, of course it is! Obviously the dramas aren't quite over yet. You know, our alleged leaders are enjoying themselves far too much. They've never had so much global control in their lives. Oh. But within another year, we'll be talking about something new and interesting, and COVID-19 will be one of those things that everyone vaguely remembers. Meanwhile, we will survive. You'll see. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and please could you like it and share it? It's supposed to help. And press the bell thing. You'll be sent reminders. That's enough of that. Let's get to the stars. Sagittarius, my little raspberry, you're such a clever little sausage. Slowly, you're figuring out how to make more and more money, although we're wondering whether there will ever be enough to pay for all those fun things you want to do. Still, you're working on it. And frankly, you wouldn't mind a tiny bit of support from the family either. In fact, some of them might even want to get involved in the business with you. If they do, let them, but make sure you have proper contracts before you start. The very last thing you need is a family feud over money. Too tedious for words. And speaking of words, watch your mouth, sweetie. It sometimes has a life of its own. Tell it to take a little break. The communication planet's messing with you. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little carrot stick, isn't this fabulous? It's as though the past is completely forgotten. Suddenly, and all those old wounds are frantically busy healing themselves while you're not looking, and even if they're not completely healed, they at least feel much less important than they were. Slowly, you're able to forgive everyone and let go of the bullshit, and the reason for all this house cleaning is that the planets want to clear the way for new adventures. This will all be fabulously exciting. As long as you stop trying to take charge and let the energies make their own way and show you the moves, you're going to discover a brand new butterfly inside you just waiting to take flight. Yay! And love comes after that, if you're looking. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little coconut. So you thought your love life was in peak condition. And maybe it is, provided you're bringing the lovers back to your place instead of trying to fit in with their peculiar ways, because you won't cope. But that's just for now. The real issue is that you're still haunted by all that past garbage. How many pieces of useless old baggage are you still lugging around? While you mull over that, book a weekend away with a sweetheart. Lovers aren't mind readers, you know, amazingly. They need to be told how much you love them. Meanwhile, think about a new internet opportunity. There's one available that you haven't thought of yet. Money's coming, provided you're awake. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my little watermelon, what's going on with the career? The problem, of course, is that you keep changing your mind about what you want to do. And that job you were so madly enthusiastic about 5 minutes ago is now starting to look frayed around the edges. Still, don't sign that resignation letter just yet. If you think about this more carefully, you'll see that it's you who's feeling all shabby and worthless. The job has nothing to do with it. So, before you rush into any mad decisions, how about a weekend alone in the country? Preferably treating yourself as though you're fabulous. Think about how much you really deserve. And after that, if you still want to resign, go ahead. But find an alternative first. There are plenty about, amazingly. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little strawberry pie. Are we getting all assertive? Nothing wrong with that. As long as you remind yourself that there are already some people who are terrified of you, and that there's a huge difference between standing up for yourself and bullying the little people. Just saying. That aside, you're suddenly discovering that you're extremely desirable and everybody wants you. Yay! Go ahead and have some fun with that if you like, but do try not to break any hearts. It's extremely bad karma. Still, for now you get to take your pick. You know, play with that as you will. Even more interesting though is that you're being looked at for a few top jobs. You'll need to decide whether you want to be a leader, which means not being popular. Hardly ever, in fact. Think about it. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little hedgehog. Having a good time, are you? Excellent. But still, this is not the right time to get all smug and pleased with yourself. How about some flowers for the sweetheart? Or maybe you could fix those ancient and incredibly boring arguments with the family. Or how about a few treats for that rapidly aging body? You know, maybe a salad or a teeny little jog around the block. Yes, of course, it's all tedious, but that gorgeous body of yours is your temple. You need to get it in condition for general worship. There's hot, sizzling sex about this weekend. Keep that in mind. Money's fine for now. Spend some on yourself. That's for Taurus. Gemini, my little ice cream cone, are you getting all paranoid? Do not do that to yourself. Just because you're in one of your ambitious moods means all you can see is the competition, which is absurd. No one can be you as well as you can. Besides, if you look a bit closer, you'll see the only person you're competing with is yourself. So, find ways to love yourself more. Treat yourself as though you were your own lover. Start with flowers and go from there. Seriously, you never did need any lessons in charm, so you'll know what to do. But back to your burgeoning career, which is doing really well now, or will be soon, stop messing about with small fry. Something big is on the way. Make sure you know what you're doing, read a few books, take a few courses. You know, that's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little fruit bun. All that emotional drama is making you completely nuts. So here's where you decide to start that relationship all over again, from scratch. As if you've just met and there's no history. You can give the lover a second chance, or a third, or wherever you are. There's never been a better time to dump the garbage and remind yourself what you fell in love with in the first place. And then, how about learning something new? That fabulous mind is getting very bored, which is never a good thing. Give it something to chew on before it starts causing problems just to keep itself amused. You know what you're like. There's a fabulous new project out there. Someone out there is about to ask for your help. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little cupcake. Are you making use of all that wonderful charm to fix the dramas at home? That's really adorable, but actually not necessary. The trick here is to sort out what's yours to sort and leave the rest to them. Friendship and loyalty are not about fixing everyone's lives. They're more about having compassion and understanding while they fix their own. Besides, you have to take special care of yourself this week. Make that your mission. Ask your heart what it wants, not your ego, your heart. You probably have some fabulous talents you haven't even learned how to play with yet. Explore a little. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little frozen margarita, are you ready to pack up your swamis and disappear into the night? Don't forget the tequila. Of course you won't really do that because you're much too responsible. Besides, all those negotiations you're involved in are looking fantastic now. You'll definitely get what you wanted, provided you don't scare them all away. Amazingly, some people are wondering whether you actually like them and it's making them all insecure. And that's the last thing you need. So plant a huge smile on your face and trust everybody. You're trying to protect something that was never in danger. Besides, idealism doesn't have to be a lonely path. Open a few doors. There's help out there. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little daffodil. You've never been one to sit about waiting for something to happen, so here we go again, charging about, having an adventure. But don't get upset if no one seems to be with you. If you want help, you have to ask for it. It's no use waiting for someone to read your mind. As you very well know, the Libran mind can hardly even read itself. So, focus, decide, grab your team if you need one, and take a chance. Do it now before something new comes along to distract you. You know what you like. Meanwhile, get dolled up ready for some networking. You're making some fabulous new friends now, and you can never have too many of those. Love is looking pretty good too. Enjoy that. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little peach pip, aren't you a delicious beast? Your love potential is soaring. So make the most of these fabulous natural charms of yours and get your knickers off. That aside, perhaps you can resist the urge to remind everyone how best to improve themselves. Work on that. They don't need any more of your endless wisdom right this minute. So just tell them how fabulous they all are and they'll love you right back. Meanwhile, take a look inside that head of yours. Your mind is at its most brilliant. This could be your moment to write that book or make that fabulous discovery or find a cure for COVID, blah, blah. Stay alert. Something very big is on the way. That's it for Scorpio. Thank you, delicious creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. This is the perfect time to start believing in your own magic and to make something fabulous happen. So, whenever you're out there in the world, protect yourself in a bubble of flames or silver. Then ask your angels to help you and keep smiling, even if you don't feel like it. Smiling lifts your vibration. Give it a bash. Now, if you'd like to subscribe or like or share, press whatever button, it's free. And have a great week. Remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are. And give yourself permission to succeed. It's important. Bye now.